Sorry about the delay. We were in executive session. I'd like to welcome you to September 11th, 2024 work session meeting of the Central Valley Board of Education. Please rise for the pledge of the flag. Pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please remain standing. Moment of silence. For those who lost their lives 23 years ago in the 9/11 attacks in New York, the Pentagon, Shanksville. Thank you. Pam, could you do a roll call, please?
Mr. Annaline?
Here.
Ms. Belcastro?
Here.
Mr. Bloom?
Here.
Ms. Senzo?
Here.
Mr. McDonald?
Here.
Mr. Moab?
Here.
Mr. O'Neill?
Here.
Mr. Ross?
Here.
Mr. Ambrose? Thank you.
Thank you. I'd like to, at this time, refer to Falco for executive session.
Yes, as Mr. Bloom just indicated, we held an executive session immediately prior to tonight's meeting to discuss personnel matters and to receive information.
Thank you. At this time, public comments on agenda items? Nothing. Okay. Okay. Item number 4, minutes. Looking to approve the voting session minutes from August 22nd, 2024. Any questions? Not moving on to treasury report. Mr. O'Neill.
The following bills and reports are submitted for approval. We have to pay some bills. Number 1, confirm the August 2024 general fund payments in the amount of $1,671,619.45. Number 2, to confirm the August 2024 cafeteria fund payments in the amount of $9,106.59. And number 3, to confirm the August 2024 construction fund payment in the amount of $0, which I was glad to see 2 months in a row. And under B, to approve the August 2024 Berkheimer report. That's it.
Any questions on the business items? Okay, moving on to the agenda items. Based on the solicitor's recommendation, settlement in the 2024 tax assessment appeal of 1524 Old Broadhead Road is approved and authorized, and an assessed value $650,000, reflecting a reduction from $841,900. Any questions on that? Moving on to negotiations, Ms. McDonald.
I have nothing to report today.
Thank you. Education, Ms. Belcastro.
Okay. Number 1, to approve and confirm the release time staff development request. In the chart you see in the first column is the conferences. This middle column is those individuals who will be attending. The third column is the dates they will be attending. Number 2, to approve the 2024-2025 supplemental positions. Number 3, to approve a contract with Dr. Mitchell Pfeiffer to provide school physician services for the Central Valley School District. And number 4, to approve Dr. Dragonjack to conduct the school dental exams for the 2024-2025 school year at the cost of $4 per student exam.
Okay, any question on the education items? Seeing none? Technology, Mr. McDonald.
Nothing to report today.
Thank you, sir. Athletics, Mr. Ross.
Number 1, approve the following fall conditioning programs for 60 hours at $10 an hour. Brandon Ambrose, boys basketball coach; Chris Rasso, girls basketball coach; Anthony Duffield, wrestling. To approve Craig Musgrave as the quality control coach for the varsity football team, pending receipt, review, acceptance of all clearances at a stipend of $1,000. 3, to approve a 3-year police security contract for all home football games with the Center Township Police Department. 4, to approve a 3-year police security contract for all home boys varsity basketball games with the Center Township Police Department. 5, to approve a 3-year police security contract for all home varsity girls basketball games with the Monaca Police Department. 6, to give pre-approval, the high school marching band and jazz bands to attend a trip to Orlando, Florida from March 11th, 2025 through March 16th, 2025. Anything else, Dr.?
No, Mr. Ross, that's all.
Okay, thank you.
Any questions on those items? Okay, moving on to extracurricular, Mr. Analine.
Some field trips coming up. You could see the destination on the left, the group attending there in the middle, and then the dates on the right.
Any questions there? Seeing none. Building and grounds, Mrs. DeCenzo.
To approve, confirm the following building usage request. There's a chart that lists the building, the organization, date, and the purpose.
Questions there? Seeing none. Moving on to personnel. Looking to approve the following mentors for the 2024-2025 school year with a stipend of $300. Jessica Houston for Madison Marsico, Chelsea Costello for Megan Detka, Elise King for Madison Rosero, Maria Householder for Alexa Del Russo, Jamie Carreras for Jennifer Martin, and Jennifer Bechtel for Jennifer Herrick. Number 2, to approve Lucy Hawley as a paraprofessional at a rate of $18 per hour in accordance with the CVSD agreement, pending receipt, review and acceptance of all clearances effective September 16th, 2024. Number 3, to approve Natalie Priest as a paraprofessional at a rate of $18 per hour in accordance with the CVSD agreement, pending receipt, review and acceptance of all clearances effective September 3rd, 2024. Number 4, to approve an unpaid leave request for a paraprofessional, employee ID 1767 from October 16th, 2024 through January 2nd, 2025. Number 5, to approve John Costanza as a full-time second shift custodian at a rate in accordance with the CVESP MOU, as well as in accordance with the CVESP agreement, pending receipt, review and acceptance of all clearances effective September 3rd, 2024. Number 6, to approve Amy Meyer as a full-time second shift custodian at a rate in accordance with the CVESP MOU, as well as in accordance with the CVESP agreement, pending receipt, review and acceptance of all clearances effective September 3rd, 2024. 7, to approve additions to the 2024-2025 ABC Fry Transportation Bus Driver Aid List, pending receipt, review and acceptance of all clearances. Number 8, to approve Nicole Harrington as a paraprofessional at a rate of $18 per hour in accordance with the CVESP agreement, pending receipt, review and acceptance of all clearances, effective September 23rd, 2024. Number 9, to approve Dominique Wiggins as a paraprofessional at a rate of $18 per hour in accordance with the CVESP agreement, pending receipt, review and acceptance of all clearances, effective date to be determined. Anything else, Dr. Perry?
Not tonight. I do anticipate that we're going to have another professional name for the voting meeting next week, as well as a cafeteria worker and a FMLA request.
Thank you very much. Finance items, Mr. Moad.
Nothing to report this month, thank you.
Okay. Public comment. Didn't change your mind. Okay. Superintendent's comments.
Actually, let's start with if you don't mind, we'll start
Sure,
with.
okay, we can do that.
Mr. McCrary and Mr. Cunningham could not make it this evening. So we're gonna bypass them
Okay,
and middle, you want to start with the middle school?
sure. Middle school, who's up? Mr. Dolph?
Good evening, everyone. 3 weeks into the school year, I'm happy to stand in front of you and say it's been a great 3 weeks. We were able to weather the hot weather for those first couple of days. Kids have gotten acclimated. The Google Classroom transition is going really well. Knock on wood, moving the chains right now. So off to a great start. No complaints.
Paragliding. Todd Lane.
We had a successful start at Todd Lane. We had our opening week. We practiced our Warrior Way, and we ended with a pep assembly. And this week we're starting with our dibbles and our days and star maps and then star test. And next week will be maps testing.
Good, thank you. Mrs. Kasanovich.
Have some of the same things at Center Grange that's happening at Todd Lane. We had a great start to the year. Lots of kindergartners learning the way of Center Grange. It's a little bit difficult at the beginning, but they're getting it. We had kindergarten orientation and a kindergarten bash with lots of parents and lots of kids. It was really great to be out inside and outside learning what's going on in our school. We did our school-wide positive behavior rollout in the assembly as well to have all the kids learn the expectations in all areas of the school. We did take pictures, mark assessments, just like Todd Lane.
Very much. This is Park. Special ed.
I'll pretty much just echo what everybody else said. We're off to a great start. It doesn't come without challenges. The things that we ask our staff to do now are different than what we've done in the past, but anywhere I go, everyone seems to have a very positive attitude. The teachers are working really hard. They should be commended for their efforts. And when you see them, please let them know what a good job they do and appreciate them as much as you can.
Thank you. Mr. Eimler's not here. Anything from technology? Nothing? Mr. Saccone, athletics.
Okay, athletics, fall sports are underway. 3.5 weeks in, so everything seems to be going pretty good for all of our fall sports activities. As far as busing and transportation, got off to a decent start, couple hiccups here and there, but working with both companies to address some of the issues that we've had here in the past. But other than that, everything else is going good.
How are we for bus staffing?
Still use a couple more drivers for ABC, but they're still working and trying to get that. But
Requested a weekly report, right? Both bus companies, as far as any vacancies. Anything that ABC is not able to handle, typically Fry will pick up. I will tell you that I'm in weekly communication with both bus companies, and continue to encourage folks that, are interested in driving, that, they're looking for drivers. But not, Sue and Sam and, everybody's done a great job so far. Our hope is that the parents don't know whether or not, we're having to make adjustments. We don't want to inconvenience the parents and the kids. So we're doing everything we can to make it, everyday normal. But there's certainly days where you get a call off that you don't expect. They don't have 50 drivers sitting back that they could plug into a spot, and that's where Sue and Sam and everybody start doing their magic and combining some buses and things like that, making sure everybody gets home.
I know a lot of work goes into making that happen, so thank you to you.
But we've been out. Today we had a little bit of hiccup, but we've been out. Center Grange, the first week of school, we were out. So like 3:42 pretty much every day, which is, that's pretty good.
Are there cameras on all the buses,
Yes.
for the
Yes.
the vehicles trying to pass a bus?
Yes.
outside,
Supposed to have inside and outside cameras. Some of the older buses, as they move them out and get new buses, have the equipment to do both. And then there's times that the camera doesn't work and,
Yeah.
typically you don't find that out until you're looking for something. And then, occasionally you get a camera that's not working.
Very good. Thank you. Now, Dr. Perry.
Okay. I just want to echo what everyone else said. I think that the start of school, has gone pretty well. Every day is a challenge. And I want to echo what Mrs. Park said, that the staff has been very positive, upbeat. They're working very hard. They do a great job with our kids. And like she said, continue to encourage our staff. Tough job. Tough job. That's it.
Board member comments. Mr. Ross.
Dr. Perry, I'm just curious, number wise, with our enrollment, not necessarily in a particular level or grade. But is our numbers staying the same? We could increase, students, losing students?
I have the third day enrollment. We're relatively steady. We don't have a big influx of people that come in. We have a relatively large kindergarten class this year. The last time that we had a class that size would have been 16, 17. We also had a similar size when we first merged in 9, 10. But no, we don't have a great influx of folks coming in.
We're not losing any either.
I could get you I get you definite.
Yeah,
I get you a number next week.
fine. I thought maybe you knew it offhand.
Anyone else? Anyone else? Can I have a motion to adjourn?
So move.
Mr. Castro,
Second.
Mr. Moed. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
The same, motion carried.